America's nuclear envoy Biegun held more meetings with top officials in Seoul today. During talks with the Unification minister, he is expected to have discussed inter-Korean economic cooperation and sanctions on Pyeongyang. For details, let's turn to our Oh Jung-hee.
Washington's nuclear envoy continued a series of meetings with key figures in Seoul. U.S. Special Representative for North Korea Biegun met on Tuesday with the Minister of Unification, Myoung-gyon.
It's a very critical moment right now. We'll be talking about how to keep inter-Korean relations and North Korea-U.S. relations in step with each other, so our discussion today is important.
We want the same thing for the Korean Peninsula: peace and stability, primarily through the denuclearization of North Korea. Within that, there are many initiatives that we can cooperate on, and we look forward to working closely with your ministry on those.
The main issues expected to happen on the table are inter-Korean economic cooperation and international sanctions on North Korea. At the Inter-Korean Summit in September and the following high-level talks, the two Koreas have set up several cooperation plans, which include joint inspections of railroads and upgrading tree nurseries in North Korea. Seoul believes that inter-Korean cooperation can push the North towards denuclearization and is therefore expected to have asked Washington to grant exemptions to sanctions. But the U.S. is firm about keeping the sanctions in place until North Korea denuclearizes. In fact, President Trump now says it doesn't matter how long that process takes, as long as there aren't any nuclear tests. Also expected to have been covered is the dialogue between Pyeongyang and Washington on holding high-level and working-level talks. It's known that North Korea has not been responding to U.S. proposals for talks, and it remains a question whether there will be any major breakthrough in their negotiations until the U.S. midterms early next month. Washington's nuclear envoy also met Tuesday with Seoul's National Security Advisor Chung Eui-yong. They discussed how Washington is preparing for the second North Korea-U.S. summit and agreed to pursue peace on the Korean Peninsula based on a solid South Korea-U.S. alliance. The day before, Biegun met Foreign Minister Kang Kyung-hwa, Seoul's own nuclear envoy Lee Do-hoon, and the Presidential Chief of Staff Im Jong-seok. Oh Jung-hee, Arirang News.